Greetings all. Welcome back to our English class. Let us have a glance of all the topics what we have revised so far. We have done with sentences, subject predicate, simple form of tenses, continuous form of tenses, perfect form of tenses, and now we are going to proceed with perfect continuous form of tenses. So let's begin. As I have shared with you all the three forms of each and every kind of tense. So same here, we do have three forms of perfect continuous tense. And most of you are familiar with their names. You have to just change the first name and the rest of the whole title will remain the same. So first one is present perfect continuous tense. The second one is past perfect continuous tense, and the third one is future perfect continuous tense. Let's start doing its exercises one by one. Before going to begin with the exercises, let me tell you what you are going to do in the next 10 minutes. I am going to put forward 4 exercises based on perfect continuous forms of present, past and future tenses. You will come to know the like and familiar structures of all the tenses. At the end of this video lecture, you would experience a strengthened conceptual hold over the 4th form of the 3 kinds of tenses. So, are you ready to challenge yourself for answering the questions? Let's begin. Exercise 1. Complete the following sentences using the present perfect continuous forms of the verbs given in brackets. So what you have to do in this exercise, you have to read the blank first and then you have to use the present perfect continuous forms of those verbs which are given in the bracket. Let's see how would you do it. Number 1. Chris dashed the wall since yesterday. The verb provided is paint. Number 2. I dash my assignment since morning. The verb provided in the bracket is type. Number 3. Ben dash for the entrance exam for several months. The verb provided in the bracket is prepare. Number 4. This man dash clothes at a very high price. The verb provided in the bracket is sell. Number 5. Mr. Shantanu dash our firm's products since 2016, and the verb provided in the bracket is advertise. Number 6. Suraj dash about the noise from his neighbor's flat, and the verb provided in the bracket is complain. The last sentence of this exercise 1 is we dash for the train since last 4 days, and the verb provided in the bracket is wait. I hope you have understood the question very well and can apply the rule which has been taught to you in the previous video lectures. So let's proceed with the exercise 2. Exercise 2. What you have to do in this exercise, join the following pairs of sentences to form single sentences in the present perfect continuous tense. Let's see what are the sentences. Number 1. I started learning piano at the age of 5. I still continue with the classes. So what have you noticed? There are two sentences in each question, means in each numbers, and you have to join those two sentences to form a single sentence. But remember, always in this exercise you have to use only and only the present perfect continuous tense. I hope you have understood the instructions. Well, let's see what are the next sentences. Number 2. It started raining yesterday. It's still raining. Number 3. I got the best student award last year and the year before that. I got it this year too. Number 4. Anuj visits his grandparents once in a year. He has visited them every year. Number 5. We tried to contact you several times in the past few days. We tried to call you today too. So these 5 sentences are the part of exercise 2, and the instructions have already been given to you how to start and solve this exercise. Exercise 3. Let's see what is to be done in this exercise. Complete the following sentences using appropriate clauses with past perfect continuous verb forms. The main verbs are given in brackets. Number 1. Piyush looked all drenched because dash. The verb provided in the bracket is play. Number 2. She dash TV when her mother asked her to start to study. The verb provided in the bracket is watch. Number 3. Nandana finally killed the pest that dash her. The verb provided in the bracket is pester. Number 4. I used an empty bottle which dash on the floor. The verb given in the bracket is lie. Number 5. The watchman dash when his contractor entered, and the provided verb in the bracket is sleep. Number 6. Before Kailash started dancing, he dash the walls of Ahmedabad. Here the verb provided in the bracket is paint. Exercise 4. In this exercise, you have to complete the given sentences using the future perfect continuous forms of the verbs given in brackets. Let's start. Number 1. By the time the children come, we dash the house for 5 hours. The verb provided in the bracket is clean. Number 2. Soumya dash his homework in the short break tomorrow. The verb given in the bracket is do. Number 3. Shivam dash the medical entrance exam in the next year. The verb provided in the bracket is take. Number 4. The storm dashed the city within an hour. The verb provided is destroy. Number 5 and the last sentence of this exercise is tomorrow we dash up the mountains at this time, and the verb provided in the bracket is trek. I'm sure You are ready with the answers of all the 4 exercises which we have discussed recently? Good. So let's continue to correct the answers what we have done in the previous slides. Exercise 1. So let's see what could be the right answers. Number 1. Chris dash the wall since yesterday. The verb provided is paint. So how would you use the given verb into the present perfect continuous form? You have to use helping verb has or have. If you see or notice the subject, what is subject? Subject is Chris. If the subject is singular, then you have to write has been. And if the subject is plural, then you will have to write have been. So let's see, here the subject is singular. So the correct answer would be has been painting. Number 2. I dash my assignment since morning. The verb provided is type. As the subject is plural, so we will be using have been typing. I hope you have done all these answers correct. So you have to always remember about the helping verb, which is also called the auxiliary verb. Let's proceed with the third answer. Ben dash for the entrance exam for several months. So the correct answer is has been preparing. Number 4. This man dash clothes sell, or we can say dash clothes at a very high price. The verb provided is sell. So the correct answer should be has been selling. Number 5. Mr. Shantanu dash our firm's products since 2016. The verb provided is advertise and the answer should be has been advertising. Number 6. Suraj dash about the noise from his neighbor's flat. The verb provided is complain, so the correct answer should be has been complaining. Number 7. We dash for the train since last 4 days. The verb provided is wait, so the correct answer should be have been waiting. I hope you have corrected all the answers. Good. Answers of exercise 2. What you had to do in this exercise, you had to join the following pair of sentences to form single sentences in the present perfect continuous tense. I hope you have got to know how to solve this exercise. In this exercise, you had to join the 2 sentences, or we can say pair of sentences, and you have to write only one, that is single sentence in the present perfect continuous tense. Let's see how you have to proceed further. Number 1. The correct answer is I have been learning piano since the age of 5. As you were given 2 sentences in this question. First sentence was I started learning piano at the age of 5. And the second sentence was I still continue with the classes. So what you have to do, you had to join these sentences into one single sentence as the answer is shown on this slide. So I have been learning piano since the age of 5. Here have been learning is the part of helping verb as well as the main verb, and since and for is used to depict the time period. So this is all very important and integral part of these exercises. So please do remember, don't forget to write since or for. Now in the second sentence, it started raining yesterday, it's still raining. So what could be the right answer? It has been raining since yesterday. Number 3. I got the best student award last year. and the year before that. And the second sentence is I got this year too, or we can say I got it this year too. How would you transform these two sentences or pair of sentences into single sentence? You will write I have been getting the best student award for the last 3 years. Means consecutively you are receiving the best student award for 3 years. Okay, now number 4 says Anuj visits his grandparents once in a year. One sentence. He has visited them every year. Now, how would you put it into one single sentence? Anuj has been visiting his grandparents every year. Okay. Now comes the last sentence of this exercise. We tried to contact you several times in the past few days. And the second sentence given in number 5 is we tried to call you today too. So what could be the appropriate answer? We have been trying to call you for the past few days. Or if you have written contact you will also do. Just remember the structure and its uses. Then you will never commit any mistake in attempting the answers. I hope you have got to know how to do this kind of exercise. Exercise 3. Let's see the answers of this exercise 3. In this exercise, you had to complete the following sentences using the appropriate clauses with past perfect continuous verb forms. The main verbs are given in brackets. I hope you know what is the structure of past perfect continuous form. So you have to use had been as a helping verb and the main verb with ing. Let's see the answers of this exercise. Number 1. Piyush looked all drenched because dash. The verb provided in the bracket is play. So what could be the correct answer? Had been playing, right? Number 2. She dash TV when her mother asked her to start to study. The verb provided in the bracket is watch. So the correct answer should be had been watching. Number 3. Nandana finally killed the pest that dash her. The verb provided is pester. So the correct answer should be had been pestering. Don't forget to write ing with the main verbs because ing only depicts the continuous tense. Yes, and it is the amalgamation of two tenses. One is past perfect and the other is continuous tense. So you have to always remember that ing is the essential part of the main verb. Without writing ing, your answer will get wrong. I hope you are getting the point how to amalgamate these two tenses and to use the structures of both the tenses together. As I have explained you many a times before in the previous video lectures also. So if there is somewhere any confusion, please do watch them first and then proceed with the answers of these exercises. Okay, now we will move on to number 4. I used an empty bottle which dash on the floor. The verb provided in the bracket is lie. So the correct answer should be had been lying. Number 5. The watchman dash when his contractor entered. And the verb provided is sleep. So the correct answer should be had been sleeping. The last sentence of this exercise is before Kailash started dancing, he dashed the walls of Ahmedabad. So the verb provided in the bracket is paint. So the correct answer should be had been waiting. Sorry, had been painting. Answers of exercise 4 are Number 1. By the time the children come, we dash the house for 5 hours. Answer is will have been cleaning. Number 2. Soumya dash his homework in the short break tomorrow. So the correct answer is will have been doing. And number 3 is Shyam dash the medical entrance exam in the next year. Will have been taking. Number 4. The storm dash the city within an hour. The verb provided is destroy. So the correct answer is will have been destroying. Number 5 and the last sentence of this exercise is tomorrow we dash up the mountains at this time. Will have been trekking. So this was all about the future perfect continuous tense. So students, I have been showing this slide to you because I want that you should adopt this method of learning for all the topics in other subjects too. It will be a great help to you for doing a recap and revision of all the provided course. With this, we have very properly concluded with the theory as well as proper revision of the topic of tenses, in addition to sentences and subject predicate, by adopting this learning process. In tomorrow's video, we will conclude with one of the most interesting grammar topics. Do you know what is that? Homophones. I'm sure you are enjoying learning English with me. Still, if you want to recommend any more suggestions, you can put it forward in the comments section. Thank you all my dear students. Thank you very much.